Hey guys, Lesa here. I've lost my inspiration a little bit and I'm trying to get some inspiration back. And I'm sure some of you know how that goes when you're trying to find your inspiration again. So I have a little Christmas tree. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it's right there. And this little Christmas tree is super cute. So I thought what I would do is just start out with some hearts, and I have this little template that I had made, and I thought what I would do is make some hearts and make it for my little Christmas tree that's sitting right there for Christmas, and then I can have it sitting in my little shed in here. So I'm gonna do that. I thought you guys could just hang out with me while we do these little things, and we could do a little chit-chatting while we do this. So this little heart right here, this little template, it's a little bit bigger than what I want, so I'm actually gonna come down on it on the size a little bit. And my fabric, what I have picked, because I love that new theme that they have come out with over the last 2 years. It's that red pickup truck. This is a plaid one, and I think it's really super cute. This has the red pickup truck with the little trailer on it. It's really cute. I actually have a gift bag that I actually made out of it. I made some stockings out of this last year, and then I actually picked up some red bows and I embellished the little gift bag with the little red bows, and I got some coordinating fabric to kind of go with this here. So I thought what I would do, try to get in the mode of sewing again. It's been a couple weeks since I had some things that I had to do with the house, and so I'm trying to get back into the vlogging, and I lost my inspiration, and I have had so many things on my mind that I wanted to do and put on my Etsy store and sell, and I need to just take a step back a little bit and find some inspiration. So that little tree back there, just sitting in the little corner right over there, has inspired me to dress it up a little bit. I'm gonna get some lights, and so I hope you guys follow along with me in dressing that little Christmas tree up. So I'm just gonna grab my fabric here. So with this fabric that I have here, so I'm just gonna cut out some hearts here. Sorry about that. Cut out some hearts here. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller than this template. This one seems a little bit big for me. So I'm going to do like half the size here. See what happens. I'm going to fold my fabric in half. Because I'm going to go ahead and just get these cut out. I'm going to mark these, and I'm going to bring this down a little bit because I want half of that size that I had. So I'm just coming like half an inch of that. So I folded it over, and I'm just going to push it out away from the fabric a little bit. And then I'm going to cut it out, and I'll see what size we kind of come up with. So again, just kind of playing around, finding some inspiration. It's kind of nice once in a while to try to find your inspiration again, especially when you kind of been feeling stuck and some things have kind of happened to you personally, you know, and then trying to come back to the things that you enjoy and love to do. And I kind of find myself a little bit stuck. You know, a lot of times we can find ourselves being robbed of things that we really enjoy doing. And I think it's really important that we try to come back to those things that make us happy, because you know, nowadays it's kind of tough, you know, trying to find happiness in this world and find things that you know, keep you happy, and finding your happy place and keeping you calm. And so I know for me, mine is sewing. I like to knit and crochet. I'm not very good at knitting yet, but I will be practicing more of that. So the crocheting and knitting is kind of my thing, and sewing has played a very big part in my life since right around 2019. It's really helped me. So I just think it's important for us ladies to be able to, you know, come back to that. So, all right, so there's that. However, I don't know. The fabric's not really directional. You know, the car and the truck and the trailer, it's kind of all just kind of going all upside down, and it's not. But that one's kind of upside down, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it. And I think, you know, once I sew that and I do my 1/2 inch on that, that's gonna bring it in quite a bit. So I think that's gonna be okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna lay this on a piece of paper, draw that out, and then I'll have that size template rather than cutting this one down. All right, so I've just grabbed myself a random piece of paper because I'm just gonna use it as my template. And I'm just gonna, like I said, go ahead and trace this out and use this as a template. And then I'll have this piece of paper that I'm gonna use for my template versus then cutting the other one down. That way I have another extra size that I like. I'm not really making this too perfect. Just kind of tracing around it. I feel like any kind of piece of paper is fine. All right, there we go. I think it's so nice that us ladies can actually get online and find each other on YouTube. It's such a great thing nowadays, because I find myself home a lot. I try not to go out and just drive around, and so me meeting people is very far in between of meeting people. Like we don't really go out. We have friends. I have a lot of acquaintances that I know, but I think it's pretty great when, you know, you can meet friends online and you can chat and you'll have the same things, the same interests, and because it's tough. I find myself sewing and I'm like, man, I really wish I had a sewing buddy, you know, and people to chat with. And so this is pretty great that we can share the same interests and hobbies and being together and hanging out. Talking can get kind of lonely. And I know for me, I get kind of lonely. So I'll trace around that. And then I can just follow around with my scissors and cut that. So all right, so let's see how this is looking. I'm pretty sure this one is upside down too. Yeah, it's upside down too, but that's okay. What do you guys think? I think that's going to be pretty cute. And then my plan was to stuff it with some filling, and then I will put a little string through it and hang it on that Christmas tree. And I think before I stuff it, I'm gonna make sure that it's gonna hang and look okay on that little Christmas tree over there. So let's go ahead and sew it up. We'll put these two pieces together like this here. I'm actually going to iron this out because it's kind of coming up on me. So I kind of feel like I need to iron this down so I can get this to come out all the way. So I'm gonna do that really quick and I'll come right back. Okay, so I'm just, I'm gonna go ahead and sew this around. I'm at about a 1/2 inch, in case you guys are wondering. So I'm just doing mine at about a 1/2 inch here. Not really doing a tutorial on sewing a heart. I'm just kind of hanging out and finding some inspiration here of something to sew. I think we all kind of learn, you know, different as we sew. I'm also more self-taught. Kind of taught myself, getting some books and watching some videos. And my aunt kind of gave me some little helpful tips, you know. So, but I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to give myself some room for my turning gap, and then go right back into it, forward, backward. And again at a 1/2 inch seam allowance. And stop. We'll see how that looks. So I'm gonna snip that corner off right there. Trying to find some inspiration. And today couldn't be a better day for that. It's my birthday, and so gonna mess around a little bit. So I find it to be really fun to decorate in your little personal space and have your own little things around you. And that's what I kind of have in here. And I thought with this little Christmas tree, putting it in here, I actually was from my house on the inside for Christmas decorations, but it's so itty bitty and tiny. I thought I would just fit in here just perfect. It's kind of one of those table Christmas trees. It would just be fun. Have it in here and decorate. I'm gonna make sure that I have caught all my fabric, kind of push the seam out a little bit. Now my print is upside down. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I wasn't worrying too much of how my fabric was laying. I'll be a little bit more picky when I do some more of them, but for right now, this is the one that I've got. That's kind of the size that I have right there. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is fill it, and then I'll sew it up. I'm going to put my cotton in there, and then I will hang a little string from it and show it to you guys. This video is more just to kind of say hello to you ladies, and I hope that you're finding your inspiration, and if you have lost it, try to go back and find your inspiration in your sewing. Life is kind of hard these days, and us women can find finding ourselves to be a little bit bleak. If that's the right word, I don't know. But I feel like I've lost my inspiration a little bit, and I'm trying to find it again. So I just want to tell you ladies to go do that. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. And whatever you find to sow it, go do it, and find your happy place. So I think I'm gonna make some more of these and just kind of have a little happy time with some tea and sew some of these and decorate my tree. And we'll have a good time doing it. So I hope that you guys follow along as we kind of do this. And where we're at in the stages of decorating the Christmas tree. I'm gonna make a whole bunch of little hearts and then maybe just make some fun little bulbs, whatever. It's probably just gonna be a bunch of little hearts, and then I'll hang some bows and some stencils, and yeah, so come along with me and we'll sew these and we'll do them together. Okay guys, so here is one of the hearts I've done. I wasn't too picky on facing my fabric in the direction. I really didn't care too much at the time. I'm just kind of sewing right now to find my inspiration again. And what a better time to do it with the holidays coming up, right? I have that little Christmas tree and I'm gonna decorate it, make it look so cute. So I have this one done. I'm gonna stuff it with my cotton that I have here. And this will be fun just to kind of decorate this little Christmas tree a little bit. I've seen a lot of really cute shaped hearts that you can do. There's also these little tiny hanging cones that you can actually sew up and do and put and hang them on the Christmas tree. And but I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do some little hearts. This one is a little big. I might make them a little bit smaller. I thought it would come out a little bit smaller. Of course, if you do this size, you can probably just come in on your seam allowance and get it to go a little bit smaller. The needle that I have is a really long, like, darning needle so that I can put my string through there. And I've got some twine. I think I'm gonna go with that. I'm going with a little bit of a kind of a country theme. I feel like this fabric is kind of country. So I'm gonna kind of go with that. So kind of push this down in there a little bit. So I've seen those advent calendars. Those are really cool. I don't know if any of you ladies have done that. There's a gal that I actually follow. You should go check her out. She's such a sweet lady. Pam's Country Sewing. She's so sweet. I love her. She actually was showing me how to do some slow stitching. And I just thought, what a fun little project to do. I have not seen that before. So I thought, I'm gonna give that a try, but that's one of the things that she does, and her little books are so cute that she's putting together, and that is another fun one to do. And how fun would that be as ladies getting together and maybe doing a slow stitch page once a month together? I don't know, that might be kind of fun, huh? So we'll see, but I think right now what I'm gonna do, because it is November, starting out with today, so I thought I would go ahead and add something to the Christmas tree, and then we'll add another one here in a little bit, and I think because I'm doing hearts, I'm just gonna make sure that my fabric is coordinated and it looks okay. I don't know. I guess you don't have to be too precise if you don't want. But yeah, if you get a chance, go check her out. Pam's Country Sewing. She's super cute. She makes some fun things. And then there's a couple other ladies on my channel that I like to follow as well. So go ahead and check those out. I think you can see what I have as channels that I follow. And there's a couple of ladies on there that actually do the slow stitching books. And they're really pretty. And they're fun. And I think, you know, the people that I like to subscribe to, I think they're just a bunch of sweet gals. So yeah. All right, so guys, that's what I got for this. So like I said, my little truck, it's upside down. Next one, I think I'm gonna try to make sure that it's not doing that, because I want to hang these on my tree. So my tree is a little bit small and in size, so I'm gonna bring this size down just a little bit more, and we'll decorate this tree together. It will be fun. So I've got this twine here. I'm gonna actually use that to actually hang it. So I've got these large needles that are for like dolls and stuff like that. These actually work really well, so you can go all the way through your really big projects. Some of you may already have that, but I ordered these on Amazon. They didn't cost very much. You can find them there. So I would just, I think I just typed in doll darning needles is what I put in there, and it came up with these, and this is what I needed. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use my twine. I'm gonna get this open. Okay, so pretty large needle. There's 4 of them that come in there. So yeah, they're pretty long. And I'm gonna, you know, they have a really big area to feed the thread through, so it's big enough that I can actually put my twine into. So I'm gonna use this because I think this will look really cute going through there. Now I guess I could probably separate this a little bit. It doesn't have to be that thick, but I think it's kind of cute. And it actually should fit through there okay, I think. All right, so I'm gonna go through the top and feed it through. Make sure I'm not breaking up my thread though. Punch it through. Maneuvering around a little bit. There we go. That's kind of thick cotton fabric, so we'll see if I can actually get this to go all the way through. I don't know that it will. All right, yep, and it did. Okay. So I'm gonna pull one side through because I was thinking of maybe hanging a bead down at the end, so I'm just gonna pull one strand all the way through, bring this back up, and then I can actually hang some more from that if I wanted to, and I can just kind of keep feeding it through. But for now, I'm just going to kind of tie a knot in this, and then if I choose to later on, I can always come back and untie my little knot, hang a little bead, hang a little truck, a little car, you know, get kind of creative with it. But for now, I'm just gonna kind of do this, and I'm gonna leave it kind of long, and I'm gonna tie a knot in it. There we go, like so. I'm gonna do that a couple times. Well, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna leave it because, like I said, I'm probably gonna come back and maybe add a little bit more to that. But that is really cute, and it would have been even cuter if I would have had my fabric going the right direction. But let me show you what that's gonna look like. All right, guys, so there's that little tree with that heart on there. Now, I would say that's probably a little bit bigger than I would like. So for my next one, I'm actually gonna cut that down. Maybe come back about 1/4 of an inch on that little heart. It'll make it a little bit smaller. So, but I'm gonna go with that theme because it's pretty cute. And I actually have some coordinating fabric to go with that. So I can make a whole bunch of those little things. So I hope that you guys find your inspiration and go to your happy place and find something to decorate in a little special area and find some calming time if that's what you need. So I will see you guys at the next video.